Hello YouTube, this is Mickey D with episode 18 of Hellion. Um, so I did a little bit of prep work off camera, not a lot. Basically I did get the, if you remember from the last episode, I'd pulled up the ship with the hull and um, power supply module, and I just docked those. Hey David, hey Kelvin. And I had pulled the plasma accelerator off of Phoenix's ship temporarily, and then we had that one resource ejector in our inventory. And I did transfer, obviously, RCS fluid, or RCS fuel over to the ship, and or the module. As you can see, it's got some damage too. We're going to have to go through and do some repairs. Thankfully, running the server only when we're online cuts down on the damage quite a bit that all the modules end up taking. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in and undock the hull, or the corridor, the hull. I want to say hull, not hull. If the door wants to open, which it doesn't seem like it does. So let's do it this way. There shouldn't be any pressure in there, so... Oh, come on. Okay, so what we're going to do is just undock this and move the power supply module by itself. And as you can see, there's the canister of RCS fuel that I had brought over, which we'll go ahead and just pick that up now. We got plenty of room. There's nothing in our inventory. And I don't know if I have these off or if there's just... because it looks like I'm manually running all the doors. I did find an annoying thing with the... oh, I guess we had some pressure in there. That would explain why it didn't open. And here's the suit. And the welder. Very nice. So yeah, this is our Prometheus suit that I don't want to lose, because it's the only one we found so far. And our nice full welder. And what we're going to do is undock this. No, 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 don't kick the helmet like a soccer ball. I really don't want that floating away. Oh, come on, just grab it. Thank you. All right, we can keep that in our inventory. And we could actually just go ahead and close the door, because I really don't want to lose the suit. All right. There we go. That should now be undocked. My hope is that having the upgrades in the power supply module should make it a bit easier to move around. And then obviously if I don't do it like I did last time and actually select the correct docking port, it should hopefully go pretty smooth. There we go. But yeah, even moving the ship with this thing on it is horrible. I mean, it makes the ship so sluggish on the RCS. No, 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 no. All right, so, hopefully this is the right port. And we want to go to the... yes, and then right there. I did go also off camera and grab the airlock module that had kind of just been floating around. Yeah, and this seems a lot more responsive now. So, wow, yeah, way more responsive with the upgrades in there. Unfortunately, Phoenix is probably going to want his plasma injector back. So we'll have to try to remember to put that back on his ship. But I'll have to see what it is to actually craft one of those. Though most of the modules aren't that bad to move around. So we haven't really needed them for the other things. But it might be worth it to just keep one. And as you can see, the station is killing the frame rate. But holy cow, yeah, this makes it handle like a completely different module now. And you can see we do have the correct door selected. But my hope is we'll get this on, we'll get the hallway, we gotta go into obviously inside the station, undock the hallway, hook that on, and then I was gonna put the airlock, which for temporarily I put on the other side of the station just so it doesn't drift away because I was getting tired of chasing after modules. You're sick and you love watching my streams, or you have a sick love of watching my streams. But welcome back, Carlson. Yeah, so where was I before I got completely sidetracked with that? Yeah, my hope is we will get these hooked up, and then probably run around and do some base repair real quick, and then maybe we can pop out somewhere. And I do want to still try to find some solar. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Flu? Actually, is it still flu season? Is flu season over yet? Probably still flu season. I know in some areas, at least in the U.S., the flu season was particularly bad this year. I guess it was one of the years where the vaccine was not quite the correct one. I don't know if people realize or not, the flu vaccine usually is like the top 3 flu strains that they project are going to be the ones that basically everybody's going to catch. Sometimes they project wrong, so the flu vaccine doesn't really do too much, unfortunately, and I guess that's kind of what happened this year. Which, granted, that doesn't usually happen all that often. I know back in the 90s it happened, and when I was, that was one of the few times I got the flu. Thankfully, I think I've only ever had the flu twice. Oh. Yeah, well, carnival food can do that if you have the... Okay, I'm going to slow this way, way down because hopefully we are going to dock successfully this time. Yes, look at that, finally. And we only used 5. That upgrade, upgrading the ports definitely saves a lot on the RCS fluid. And yeah, this is completely tanking the... and I know I keep saying RCS fluid, but really I guess it's a gas. Come on, I'm going to take that back out. Since obviously if it's docked here, we don't really need it. And we'll probably pop inside the station real quick to... actually, while we're right here, since we do have some damage, we'll go ahead and do some repairs, and then we'll hit what we can outside real quick. Which, it's not bad. Oh, well, I'm glad. You know, I feel really bad if you're watching these made you feel worse. Though I don't know if if you're feeling sick to your stomach, how good the screen flopping around from me doing my spacewalks here is going to help it. What game was I playing that actually gave me motion sickness? I've only played one game, and actually, I can't remember. I almost swear it was something I streamed, but maybe not. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It wasn't that long ago either. There was something I was playing that, and I don't remember if it was the character walking around. It was something about it, and I think it was the head bobbing on it. It was just way too much. And yeah, I actually started to make me feel a little queasy, nauseous, I should say. Which usually I don't get like motion sickness or anything like that. So I was a bit surprised. So yes, as you can see, we've even though decay is off, we've taken some decay to the station. I'm hoping they will kind of straighten that out in the update, which sometime in May, so coming up hopefully relatively soon here. I don't know, obviously, if it's the beginning of May or the end of May or whatnot. They'll hopefully address that a little bit. That and the kind of messed up loot tables. Okay, I don't know how much more. I don't know if we got much more damage outside. We should probably spin around so we're facing. Now, if we go to the other side, there is an airlock right there, but we do also have the airlock on the in the cargo bay, which I do like. I actually prefer that airlock because it has gravity. Such a novel concept. And yes, before I forget, we still do have Phoenix's plasmic injector on our, which I guess we'll probably hold on to for a little bit because we could actually just put those on the modules we're going to be moving around. And I don't know, if we keep getting FPS lag like this around the station, then I might end up turning down the settings a little bit. It is definitely the station. Anytime I'm out away from it, it's fine. Which is, it's supposed to be a known thing with the Hellion anyway. And it's not bad until I go outside. Oh, let's open the inner door. Alright, we gotta charge our, which I think I do have another fully charged pack. Yeah, so one thing I did notice is, see all these doors? I actually went through and manually overrode them and had them manually overrid to be open. It doesn't seem to remember that after the server restarts. So as soon as I had them all open and I was walking back and through, you know, when I was off camera, and as soon as I came back in after I restarted, as soon as I walked through them, it basically, what do I want to say? It just closed them all. It like completely forgot they were manually overridden. So that's very nice. We can have that back. And actually, the other thing I'm going to check in here too is I don't know. Airlock module. Okay, so this should be the one we just moved, or the one I docked earlier because it had fluid in it. Oh no, it's not. That's not what I want. I don't want the airlock module. I want this. Yeah, so that is the one that we need to move. It's on the back of the ship. I was thinking that I had drained out all of the RCS in it. And since we have this here, let's go ahead and put that back where it goes. Yeah, I was trying to get, oh, I gotta charge that one still. Actually, I don't like leaving them on the ground because things have a tendency to disappear when they're on the ground. Not all the time, but enough that, you know, it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't like having that cell there, but it is because I've got to carry it over to the ship at some point. Actually, you know what? While we're here, I will go ahead and grab that, because we will be heading out to the ship very shortly. And so I haven't really decided what we're going to do when we head out. We might... I don't know. I've got to figure that one. Alright, so we need to eject that module. And then run all the way back through. Oops. Usually I time that a little bit better. And yeah, you kind of clip through the floor when there's no gravity sometimes. I do want to get, like I was saying, the solar panel corridors. They seem kind of hard to find, though. But we also need probably resources, too. We actually burned through a lot of nitrogen, or the nitro. So we could use, we could go either mining or just try to find it in a, you know, refinery or something. But I guess we'll see where we're at. And I don't know why the lights always shut off on that. There's like a little, I don't know, lighting bug right there. But yeah, anytime I come in here, the it always shows the lights off until I get through the doorway. Oh, okay, Carl. Well, you'll probably have quite a few streams to watch when you're feeling better. So I'm going to do a couple of, at least a couple of, I never noticed there was like Chinese up there. A couple of stationeers after this. But finally, we'll get the station all situated. For at least what we have right now. There we go. All right, so we want... Oh, I'm going to shoot it a little bit there. And since we have them on us, we might as well put the... devices in. Which will be funny to see how well this responds, because it does seem to, it makes the RCS like a lot more, makes it more responsive, more powerful, and more efficient, basically. So we get a lot more bang for our buck out of the RCS. Now the question is which... I think that's A. That one, yes. So the one facing the planet is the one we want to dock to the cargo, or the power supply module. So that's the correct one. And power supply module, right there. Ah, that one, yes. Nope. I'm not sure. Well, definitely always oxides. I mean, oxides, volatiles, ice. I think we're all, maybe some gold. I think we're all set on the coal and the iron right now. And the copper. I guess I should say most of the ores I think we're all set on, but we do probably need a little bit of gold. Though thankfully we don't use, a ton of gold, but there's heavy cables does use a bit of it, and I think the radiators is what really kind of seems to suck up the gold. But we don't have any radiators to make right now. We're pretty good on those. Let's slow that down. Oh, we slowed down a little too much. We're going the wrong way. Oh, okay. Well, that's always appreciated. It is very helpful, because we will definitely use them. There we go. So I go down a little bit. Oh, not that much. Thank you. That is pretty good. And we can probably... oh, okay, that's where we're actually at. That should do us pretty good. Now, the plan is that we would take the airlock module and put it at the end of this corridor, because that will actually give me room to dock my ship to the airlock if we want to have it docked to an airlock. Because actually where I have it on the other side right now, the ship won't fit there. Okay, this should... there we go. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and take those back out. So if we spin around... oh. So yes, we can put a... we could put the airlock module there, and that'll let me dock my ship there, Phoenix's ship's there, and then it should let us, he should be able to have modules attached to his ship, I think, as long as they're not insanely huge modules. But really, we usually only have one ship collecting modules at a time anyway. So we're going to pull this one off. And now the thought is on this side, this can be a, what was I going to say? This can be the, we can either hook one of the crew quarter modules up right here, or later on, if we have a T connector, we can actually hook both crew quarter modules up right there. At least for now, depending on what we get for other components later on. Why is that? Oh, that's right, because it was when we docked it. Oh, well, that's even easier, because we don't have to pressurize it. Yeah, I'm tempted to hook a quarter module up on the end of the airlocks, if possible, just so they will have gravity. Because it is really annoying that the whatever the last one is, which is usually an airlock, doesn't have gravity. Oh, yeah, we are actually going to have to cycle this. Ooh, oh, no, stop, stop. Actually, how are we going to want to do this? Let me do it this way. So we'll close the inner door. There we go. And very nice. And I don't know if I'm going to worry about hooking up the CQMs right now. Especially where we're on the dedicated, they don't really have much of a purpose. Unless we did want to use the what would I say? Use the spawn pods in them. Or cryopods, whatever we want to call it. I don't know if that'll let me open it with this one. I don't think so, because it's not equalized. Yeah, open inner door. Yes, confirm. Lost a little bit of air, but not too much. Okay, so this is the last module. Wow, that thing is really... Or is it just me? I wonder if the if they're venting the atmosphere, does that actually... Holy, bouncing all over the place. Yeah, it probably doesn't help that it's... Things do get kind of wonky when it's right up against something else. I think it doesn't like it for the, maybe for the physics. Oh, come on. Just grab on. Oh, yeah, see, it's bouncing. Oh, really? Yeah, it was bouncing. Well, we'll have to see if we can find our body. Hopefully it doesn't go flying too far. Because we did have the plasma injector on there. Which was only tier 1, so it should be pretty cheap to remake another one if we need to. So hopefully it's not going to still be bouncing all over the place when we come back. It sucks. We do lose another suit, though. I have to check and see what the resources are to craft a suit, because I wouldn't think they'd be too much. Though we can usually we go to a refinery or something and we'll get a ton of suits. The pain about part is transferring them, because they won't go in your actual... you have to hold them in your hand for the actual, you know, suit. Speaking of suits, no suits there. And we don't have any suits there because they're actually in the airlock module, I do believe. Though I know we have some on... Well, we have some on my ship, which we can't get to because it's docked by the grapple. Ah, here we go. Hey, Tommy. And that one looks like it's full. All right, so we want to go back the other way because his ship is docked here. So, and you missed it, Tommy. I got the power supply module docked, and it went nice and smooth. And now the airlock module killed me because it was glitching out, basically. And hopefully it does not try to kill me again. But the airlock module is pretty much it. We just got to get that back on and we should be pretty good to go. Though we do got to try to, what? Cancel. Wait, why is that? Really? Well, that was weird. Oh, because I went out through it. Yeah. Yeah, usually I go out the same way I come in. Or I come in the same way I go out. Okay. And here we go. Oh, is that the airlock module? If it is, it shouldn't be glitching out anymore then. Because it's off by itself. Yes. Okay. Question is where did it throw my body? I don't know if we'll be able to find it. Okay. Well, there's a good thing about it floating around. Or starting to try to float off. Let's see if we see my body anywhere. It's too bad it doesn't give you a, you know, your old body doesn't show up on the radar or map. Which, knowing this game, is probably a good thing because I would imagine they would despawn eventually. I don't know. I have a feeling since it was kind of bugging out, it may have just tossed our body. So it might be. Luckily, we didn't have. I mean, we did have a kind of full or almost full welder, which kind of sucks to lose that because at some point here, relatively soon here, we are definitely going to have to go on a mining run and just stock up on resources. I mean, we do usually get a nice kind of selection of resources from. I'm not seeing the body anywhere. All right. Well, we'll move the module. We'll just try to keep an eye out for it. Where are we going to be at? We're going to be at half an hour. Yeah, we'll probably be able to go jump somewhere. This should hopefully go smoothly. Oh, I was going to say, oh, look, we can fix the damage. But no, we don't have a welder on us. So, oh, did I actually already put the... Oh, no, that's right. These come with a... Yeah, these modules actually come with a resource injector in them already. Okay, so we want the standard docking port, and we want the CRM. Okay. And it should be on the other side of the station. So we'll just go right underneath. not seeing my body floating around anywhere. All right, and if we turn this around. Oh, oh. Ah, there it is. Wow, sun is so bright. Okay, let's get heading back towards it. All right, yep, right there. Ah, thank you. No more sun in the eyes. Okay. And about right there. Right. And nope, I don't want to go anymore that way. And as much as I like building the base, it'll be nice to not be building the base for another episode, at least for a while. Yeah, I think like we said in the last episode, I think if we ever, well, eventually something catastrophic is going to happen and we're going to, basically have to start from scratch. I mean, it's just the way the game goes. Though, the farther the base gets built up, the less likely that is. And we'll have to see. And now, I know I believe a lot of times with Hellion, when the update comes out, basically we'll have to wipe the map. Okay. Oh, do 2 streams of Hellion? I was thinking about it. I could, especially since we're already at 40 minutes. So, by the time we get in the ship and jump somewhere, it's not going to give us a lot of time. And then I'll probably jump over and do a couple streams of Stationeers. Maybe 2, maybe 3. And then I might do something completely random and different that I don't usually stream. But I haven't quite decided on that. I guess it depends on how long the streams go for. Because, sometimes it depends if we have an hour stream or a 2-hour stream or whatnot. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, any chance we're going to see our body anywhere? It'll probably be one of those things I'll randomly find it. Like, well, they do despawn after a certain amount of time, though. I would like to find it, because just so we can get the welder and the suit off of it. Though, not really that big of a deal. No, I'm not seeing it. right? And we're not going to come back in the airlock we just hooked up, since obviously it's not pressurized on either end right now. So we'll go in through the airlock, or the oh, we also got to get the I believe the power supply module is not pressurized either. Actually, I think I may have started pressurizing the main cabin in it, because I wasn't planning on, you know, opening that up while it was disconnected. We'll grab this welder. And we should actually be able to transfer some stuff from right here. Which I think I've got pretty much everything. Okay. Very nice. And we'll go in. Okay. Let me turn the light off too. All right, so we'll run back to the environmental controls, which we'll do it down here in the. And let's close that. I don't like having those open because I could just see accidentally pulling it at some point. Yeah, see, I don't know what's up with that. It's like the only module that does that. And we do still have some random bits floating around. There is a damage spot over here, if I remember correctly. Yes. Okay, 100%. Very nice. And I think I already got, we had a singularity, tier 1 singularity core was found in here too, which was nice. We didn't really need it because we do have the tier 4 already made. I thought there was a, yes, there is a panel down here. 99%, okay. Well, I don't know where the damage is, and I'm not going to go hunting all around for it for 1%. Hey, MacGyver, welcome to the stream. Okay, and I am going to bring a jetpack with me, because I do not believe, well, actually, we'll probably, come on, thank you. Yeah, we're docked to the docking port, or the grappler, so I wish they would do something about, I don't know if that's updating, but that makes it kind of annoying to move stuff from time to time. Oh, come on. Usually you're not this bad. Ah, thank you. Okay, we got that one, and we'll go ahead and top off this one too. Oops. All right, and we're actually going to come back out this way, so. Which, that's pretty much mostly charged, so it shouldn't take too long. Oh, we should go grab the other suit too. 1-1 cargo bay, we want that not pressurized. Corridor C, that's the one that's open to space right now. We don't want that. I don't know about the cargo shaft, so we'll leave that. Wanderer. Wanderer's depressurized. Yeah, that should be Okay, here it is. Power supply module. Quarter B. Let's pressurize that. And pressurize that. The prep room should be pressurized, not the airlock. Oh, unless that door is open. Ah, looks like it's open because it won't let us pressurize it. Oh, that all might be open. Yeah, we might have to go close those. And this one takes forever and a ton of air to fill up. And, I guess we should check our power too. .35. And that's just all on solars? Oh. Oops. I didn't want to leave that running. Yeah, so now we're draining. All right. We can shut down his. It doesn't need to be on. And corridors don't really matter. I mean, we're not really getting anything out of having the corridor on, except for lights. So we can turn those off. Are we still over? It's like this. And I do have the air filters running. Yeah, that's the main drawback about having all the modules, because when you only have like the outpost and a little bit of stuff, then the we'll leave that turned off. Oh, we're still over. Now, the question is which airlock module? I'm assuming this is the one that's close. And actually, we still will be a little bit lower. We'll go ahead and turn off. We're not going to be using the fabricator right now. We'll turn that off. And we're not really using that. All right, we'll do that. Because we are going to lose... why is that one... Did I upgrade a capacitor on that? Tier 1, Tier 1. Oh, I get a solar panel down. Okay, well, we'll have to fix that while we're heading out to it anyway. And there's that pack charged. Yes. All right, we should probably grab... I don't really need that. We should grab a couple of resource containers. Oh, it's not going to let me... Oh, come on. Thank you. Nitrogen empty. Fill that one full of oxygen. Usually seem it's the oxygen that we run out of. Firm, thank you. Which that's enough to fill up half a suit. Or fill up the suit halfway. And we'll take what do we got? One of nitrogen. Pretty much one of oxygen. All right, pretty good. And then we've got the 2 suits. So we should be doing pretty good. All right. Now, actually, where was I headed? No, we want to go the other way. Oh. Oh, my guy's doing the whole stuck thing again. Okay, there he goes. All right. So we'll head out here. We'll go out, close the airlock from the outside. And then we can pressurize the... that'll let us pressurize that corridor. I did want to go grab the other suit too, though I really wish we had another pack for that. Since we don't have, well, we use the small resource containers. I really hope they'll put at least an oxygen, you know, some way to at least refill the oxygen and the nitrogen on the there we go. Oops. On the ship. Oh, do we get a... Looks like there might be a little bit of damage in here too. Oh, I believe there was some up top. Yeah, and then we've got two, which is not very useful if you know, the module wasn't docked. I'm seeing sparks, but no damage. Oh, there's some. And is there... Ah, there we go. Yeah, look at the one little yellow dot up there. Okay. And we'll come out here. There we go. Close the outer door. There. Now that should... We'll go ahead and close the inner door too. Now we could pressurize that from inside. Get that corridor repressurized. And while we're out here, I think we're pretty good on repairing all the damage for now, except for the ship. Oh, no, there's a little damage spot right there. I see it. Okay, that's a little bit more than a little. Very nice. But, yeah, at least shutting down the server does minimize it quite a bit. I mean, it's not near as bad as it would be if, you know, the server was running all the time. All right, let's get this solar panel fixed, which looks like it's the one on this side. Yeah, I'd definitely say it's that one. All right. So where should we head off to? Oh, you know what we should look at making? Let's see, I'm tempted to go do a mining run. But we should make a scanner if we're going to do that. So we can be a little... I mean, pretty much anything we grab we can use. But I'd like to be a little bit selective on it. Maybe. It'll be interesting because I actually have not used the scanner. I think... I don't remember if it was an N before the last time when I was playing. Before I picked... kind of started, you know, playing it again. Or if I just hadn't, you know, made one. And really, why do you gotta slay? You can't just gracefully bring me down to my feet. You have to slam me down there. And it looks like there's some damage up over there too. So we'll head up there real quick. And it's funny, you can't, it's like you can't interact with stuff when you have stuff in your, when you have stuff in your hands, besides like just the regular kind of little default button. Um, but it will let you climb a ladder with something in your hand. So, not very consistent. Ow. That's right. We take bigger falls than that all the time. And I'm tempted to take that drill just to smelt it down, which I think actually we will do. Because I do want to see how much the scanner is if we're going to go do mining. Oh, and I do got to check this. I don't know if I've ever opened this one. No. That would have been nice if there was like a, fully charged. Oh. Oh, that sucks. I just remembered. So when we died, we had that brand new warp core on us. That is kind of a pain. Yeah. Well, great. Thankfully, I don't think we need it right now, but yeah, that does kind of suck. Okay, that's the only thing that kind of sucks about from that death. Yeah, because I was going to put it in the ship since we were going to be out there anyway. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, look, hacking device. Is there anything else in here? No. Yeah, and there was very little stuff in that. Again, loot tables are all messed up. We know that. It's kind of... I'm not seeing any damage. Right, because, yeah, I had that on me. Yep. Oh, well. Not, too much we can, since we obviously haven't been able to find our body, so... All right. And I think we already moved over all the other warp cores and whatnot before. So we should be all set on that. All right, I do want to go walk over to the power supply module so we can go grab the other suit. I don't like leaving it sitting on the ground. And I don't know if we grabbed... Oh, no, we did have this docked up before. Yes, so obviously some damage up there. But I'm going to check the condition because I don't know if you remember or not, but the last one of these we had, the damage would show up even if it was one of the bugged ones. So it would show up damage even if it was at 100%. Oh, and of course I have the module off, so I can't actually read what the damage is on it. Oh, we didn't set this to pressurize. Yeah, which we have a little bit of damage there, but not a ton. Well, it's not enough to worry about right now anyway. We'll get everything pressurized up and then do the last little bit of repairs. Plus, I don't want to completely drain our welder right now anyway. I mean, we have some hydrogen that we could scavenge from a few systems if need be. Obviously, we could pull it out of one of the ships or so. This way? I do believe it's this way. Yes. Would be nice if you could put signs up. The question is do we want to take this suit with us? We do obviously get quite a bit more for EVAs on it, so probably actually worth it. And what do we have on us? Disposable hacking device. Oh yeah, we're gonna, okay. Well, that charges. We'll head over to the, and actually, give me that tier 1. That's a tier 2. We'll leave that. The circuits, the other there. I'm gonna get some of this cleaned up. And we'll leave the, obviously we'll leave that tier 2 one. The servo, the singularity core will leave just because we have the tier 4, but it's the only one we have. So I'd rather not, you know, we won't recycle that. The tier 1 servos, I don't mind. The servos we find like all over the place. That and resource injectors. Yes, this is the way we want to go. No, wait a minute. This is the power supply module, isn't it? Ah, wrong way. Yes. Now that I've got the whole thing docked together, I would have to try to memorize the layout. There we go. There it is. Oh, and these doors. Oh my god. Really? We got damage in here again? Okay. Oh. Oh. The thing's turned off. There's the drawback of that. Alright, well, we'll just leave the drill in here. And we'll leave these modules in here. At least they'll be over here now. That's right. It's funny. I love how everything just stacks on top of the gun. The drill. Oh, that's hilarious. And I just repaired this. All right. Oh, is it going to let us pull up? Oh, good. It does. Okay, I was afraid if it was turned off, it was going to let us interact with it. What do we need for the scanner? And I don't think we're going to have enough to make another warp core. We might, but we're going to be really, really low on the helium. Oh, I did want to see what a suit was, too. The pressure suit. Yeah, because we're getting kind of low on that. Well, the Pretty Sage takes helium and nitrogen. Huh. Oh, that's actually hydrogen. Huh. Okay, so 45, 15. We might actually be able to make those. Yeah, there's the scanner. Which we have everything to make it. We could pull some hydrogen over from Phoenix's ship. He doesn't care. There we go. Okay. We'll go ahead and craft that. I'm actually surprised. So I have the module turned off, yet it lets me craft. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Because the timer's not going down. I guess it doesn't. Huh, the refinery won't even let you Like, click the button. I guess we should go power it on. Eeny, meeny, miny. Should be this one. Which means I probably guessed wrong. Nope, this is one. All right, here we go. It'd be nice if they actually had power panels in like all the modules, so you could either turn it off through like, you know, here, or turn it off in the actual module itself, or back on. Okay, we're still getting, yeah, since we have all the solar panels working now, we still are generating a surplus. So very nice. I am tempted to bring the suit, but oh, and I'm gonna keep gonna want to do that. I keep want to take a right there. I should fill up the I should have started the other sections pressurizing. Okay. Oh, good. We can actually recycle that stuff now. Oh, very nice. It kicked right in. So I haven't actually used one of these. Can we use it in one? Probably not. But we could put it in two. But it doesn't let you actually swap them. There we go. Oh, I get... What? Okay, I guess you can't put it in a hand slot. Oh, very nice. Oh, does it actually not take power? And too bad it's actually not built into the drill, but yeah, that'll be handy. And too bad there's actually, I think, nowhere to put it on the ship, since we don't actually get... Well, actually, I guess we could stick it in the cargo bay. Oh, that's right. You can't actually recycle these. I tried that before. I swear, I think these have no use whatsoever right now. Because they won't go on the air filters, which is basically what they're supposed to be for. And devs, if you... Oh, I guess it won't let me recycle the drill. All right. No, that doesn't work. And I just threw it through the wall. Oh, no, it bounced off. Okay. I was going to say that doesn't actually really surprise me that I can throw it through the wall, but it's there. Let me pick it up. Thank you. Yeah, if I remember correctly, and it's really weird because those used to work. Yeah, O2 consumption of air filter and power up time of air filter. But I think they just changed it because it's I think they got rid of it and they added it to whatever the other device is in there. I can't remember what it is. Is it the resource injector? Did they added it to on that machine? All right. So we are at 1 hour and 10 minutes right now. We're going to call it good for this episode. We're pretty much at the point now. I'll go top off my coffee and, be back in about 10 minutes. And with another stream of Hellion. And we'll be... I'll figure out exactly where we're going to go. And I'll start the stream up, basically as I'm coming out of the warp. So it'll be 10, 15 minutes or so. That way I don't have to sit and watch 5 minutes of me warping somewhere or something, Yeah. So, but we've got pretty much all the prep work. And I haven't decided. Maybe we'll go to an asteroid, do some mining. We do have a ton... And I mean a ton of empty resource containers to fill up. It's just going to be lots and lots of passes back and forth. between the ship and the cargo bay. I really hope they kind of revisit that a little bit later on and maybe make it a little bit more, I guess I want to say user friendly. Oh, look, we actually have we have another shattered plate. I have a feeling there's a whole bunch of stuff like clipped through the walls. I have had that happen before, and literally I had a whole pile of stuff that got like basically stuck in here. And you come down here and it'll be like, oh, well, there's obviously a crowbar there, but it'll be like, oh, this, and it's all just stuck in the wall. And I dug a whole bunch of stuff out like that, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so I got to figure out because we definitely need some resources, and it might be just maybe we will just go mining uh, and try to grab definitely helium, hydrogen. I definitely use those. Oxygen, actually, we can pretty much use anything. I mean, we're not like full up on by no means on anything. So really, we can just grab as much stuff as we could find. Probably wouldn't hurt. And it's one thing we haven't done at all in any of the streams. And well, we did once actually. I take that back. We've had one episode where we went and gathered one resource container because we only had one resource container. But we actually now have a ton of resource containers. So maybe we'll just jump out to an asteroid, do a whole bunch of mining. I can play with the scanner, which I haven't played with before, so that'll be kind of interesting. And we'll definitely swap over to the other suit for that, just because it's got such a larger oxygen and nitrogen reserve for it, and it's kind of what it's made for, is your extended EVAs and whatnot. But yeah, so I will be back with come on, thank you, episode, what is it, 19 in about 10-15 minutes. So we'll see you guys then. Have a good night.